Hi, I'm Tom. This is Eric. And today what we're going to do is show you a way to put a finish on a door. We're going to stain this 4-panel door that's got a light insert in it. The steps we're going to follow is first we're going to finish taping up the glass. That way, as we're doing surface prep for the stain application, we don't risk marring up the door, and also it makes the cleanup process after we're finished staining much easier. And then we'll use mineral spirits to wipe the door down. It opens up the pores of the skin so it accepts the stain better. After that, we're going to put a liberal amount of stain on. We'll start with the detailed areas, the detail of the panel configuration, as well as the detail of the surround. And we'll work our way out from the door. As we start to put our stain on, you need to move a little quickly, and then we will start to take the stain off. And as we're taking the stain off, we'll use different techniques to try to get the texture that we need to get based on how the stain is laying in the different grains. So we'll go ahead and get started. One thing I wanted to say is the materials we're utilizing today are the materials contained within the Plastpro pre-finished stain kit. So, Eric, take it away. First thing we want to do is finish taping off this door.
And that's the first step.
So this is our mineral spirits. It comes inside the kit.
You're just kind of going through and completely making a complete across the surface.
So we're going with the grain, making sure to do a pattern so we know where we've been, where we haven't. Okay, so now we've done our surface prep. We've got the stain that's contained inside the kit. You have to stir this up because it will settle. We stirred this a little bit before we started, so it's in pretty good shape. Careful not to drip. And you're ready to go.
Just going to take the cloth that's inside the kit, and I want to go ahead and start off with the panels and with all the sticking and the profiles.
We are using cherry. Again, this can take multiple coats depending on the color that you're looking for. The more coats, the darker it will get.
And you can put as much as you want on at the beginning here and kind of get soaked up here in the corners of the panels. Tom, if you want to go ahead and feather that out, I'll get this other panel.
So I'm going to feather this out, which means I'm going to look at which way the grain is going, and I'm going to work the material into the grain. Also going to make sure that we don't have any puddling any more than absolutely unavoidable. So you have to really pay attention to which way the grain goes.
Now, once we've done the panels, you can go across and start getting the stain on the stiles and rails and the flat surfaces.
When we're doing this part, we're just trying to get a nice even coat, as uniform as possible. So as we put more coats on here, areas that were uneven will even out.
Okay, Tom, looks good.
Here we are. We've got a dry door. You want to make sure you read the label on the can of your stain, and it will give you the recommended drying time, usually 24 to 36 hours. You need a dry stain door before you apply the top coat for the UV resistance. We're using the top coat out of our Plastpro stain kit. And basically what you want to do is, just like the stain, you're going to put a thin coat on. You may want multiple coats, and this will protect the door from the sun and seal the finish so it lasts much longer. Eric, go ahead.
I'll just take the foam brush here and just get a little dabble of the UV, and just start with your panels and start working into the profiles with the grain and moving around nice and even and smooth.
Great. That's how we put our stain on. Many different ways for many different people. Thank you, Eric. The door looks beautiful. We need several coats, so what we have to do with this is let it dry. and the door should get a minimum of 2 coats on the fiberglass doors. Probably 3 coats. That'll protect this door for a long time. Great job.
Thank you, Tom.